Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're going to get into something really interesting. Two major CAD platforms, Shapr3D and Fusion 360.
Right. And our goal isn't just to say, which one is better.
No, not at all. Our mission, using the sources, is to really figure out which one actually fits your engineering or design workflow.
And that workflow question, it starts right away with the learning curve. The comparison in the material is, well, it's pretty shocking.
I agree, it's the headline. But is it a fair comparison? I mean, one is sold as this iPad CAD revolution.
Yeah, they claim professional onboarding in just 3 to 5 days. You just grab an Apple Pencil and you're off.
And then you have the other side.
A completely different world.
Mhm.
For real professional skill in Fusion 360, the data suggests you need to budget a staggering 400 to 1,200 hours.
Wow. That time commitment alone really shows the difference between, say, fast direct sketching and spending months mastering a complex, constraint-based system. Okay, let's unpack those modeling approaches then. Shapr3D, it started out with direct modeling only, which is fantastic for speed, for just getting ideas down.
Because you're not managing all those constraints. But direct modeling has always lacked that hardcore precision engineers need.
Which is why Shapr3D had to evolve. They just added parametric modeling this past April.
It's very recently. And you're putting that up against Fusion 360's, battle-tested parametric engine that's been around for years.
But neither one is perfect, right? User reports seem to point out some major friction on both sides.
Definitely. With Shapr3D, we're hearing about performance hits with their new parametric features, some broken references.
Okay, but then on the Fusion 360 side, the documented issues seem to hit right at its core promise.
That's right. We read reports that the history tree, the most critical part, can randomly rename elements, which of course breaks dependencies.
So wait, the foundational history tree can just spontaneously break?
That's what some longtime users reported, along with constant crashes that apparently persisted for years.
That kind of instability sounds incredibly expensive no matter what the feature set is. And speaking of expense, let's look at the cost.
Yeah, this is where the market gets messy. Shapr3D is sitting around $29 a month.
Which is pretty low. And Fusion 360 is what, $85?
$85 a month. But the sources are quick to point out Autodesk's pricing history is really relevant here.
Oh, right. They gutted the free tier a few years back in 2020.
They did. And the yearly pro price shot up from around $495 to $690. That's a 130% increase.
That really changes the risk for a user. It's not just the sticker price, it's the risk that comes with the vendor's decisions.
Exactly. Which brings us to maybe the most critical divide, cloud dependency and mobility.
This is where it gets really interesting for me. Shapr3D works fully offline.
Fully offline. It has optional sync, sure, but you don't need it. It runs on Mac, Windows, iPad, even the Vision Pro.
And Fusion 360?
It's inherently cloud dependent. You can work offline, but only for a max of 2 weeks.
2 weeks, and then you're forced to authenticate.
Right. And here's the kicker. When you're offline, key features just disappear.
Yeah.
You can't export STLs, your version history is gone.
That is a massive operational constraint. If you're an engineer on a shop floor or out on a site, being desktop only and needing a constant connection is a deal breaker.
It's not theoretical either. Imagine you're a contractor on a remote site for 3 weeks, and you suddenly realize you can't export a critical file because that 2-week window just closed.
And the sources show this mobility is driving huge business results. We're talking about Renault cutting equipment design cycles by 50%.
BMW reduced their XR review time by 93%.
And 3M went from an 8-week delivery timeline to same-day turnaround using Shapr3D. That kind of speed is a game changer.
So at the end of the day, the conclusion from all this is that it's a workflow choice. It's not a simple versus battle.
That makes perfect sense. Fusion 360 is still the big, comprehensive choice for established engineers who can tolerate that cloud dependency.
Tolerate the cloud and the time investment.
While Shapr3D is just built for speed, for mobility, for fast iteration out in the field.
Exactly. And the most likely scenario for a lot of modern shops is that they probably end up using both for different stages of a project.
So since Fusion 360 demands that constant authentication and connectivity, it leaves us with a final question for you to think about.
Yeah.
When you're selecting mission-critical software that literally holds the keys to your own work, how much value should you place on guaranteeing access, no matter what happens to your internet or to the vendor's pricing?
Something to mull over until our next deep dive.